What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. In the last episode, we worked on this island over here. I went ahead and decorated it, made it look all nice and tropical. We're going to expand around this area eventually. I want to move this queue and continue this path back over here. And that will loop back around, and that'll probably be the completion of our water park. We're definitely going to add some more rides and whatnot. We have a energy problem. Yeah, we do. So I need to get that taken care of. This thing just stopped working for some reason. It says it has no clean water, but when we look down at our water network, we have a lot. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what its problem is. However, today, we don't want to focus on any of that. We're done over here for right now. We're also done over here right now. I'm probably going to expand Viking Land out this way eventually. See if we can't work up some cool terrain over here, some mountains or something. I mean, we already have like a little cave. We could do something cool over here and kind of tie it in with the Viking theme. But I know we're starting a lot of projects here. But I've been wanting to do this one for a while because there's some rides that I want to check out. So let's make sure we're doing the pathing correctly. Add the rails, add the path extra. Make it... Let's just make it Planet Coaster Bench. Probably change those out at some point. And these are 10 wide, I believe. So we want to expand this way. And this is where I want our high-octane, super crazy thrill rides are going to be. So we're going to expand them out probably this way a fair bit. And we'll kind of have the entrance be like right around here as well. So out here, we're going to carry... Let's go this way. This is one of the first things that I want to make here. I want a really cool go-kart track, like a huge go-kart track. Because I don't know about you guys, but my biggest complaint with any go-kart track ever is that you get like a 45-second ride, like lap time. And they're kind of expensive. Now, obviously, you're just paying to get in here. However, I want a good bang for our buck. I want bigger, better rides. We've made these. These are nice. They're realistic. I want to get a little nutty. I want to start doing some really, really cool stuff. So if we go over to flat rides... Nope, tracked. It's definitely not... Yeah, it is tracked. Okay, aha. So I need to find some sort of building to launch this from, or make one. I'll probably just make one around it, but where do we want our entrance? Let's say somewhere like right out here. Because we gotta have room to come back in. So I'd say somewhere like right around there. And we're definitely going to need more power for this, but that's fine. So immediately I want this thing to be nutty. So let's give a good starting point. And start taking it uphill from there. That's right, we're of course going uphill. Go ahead and give it like a little bit of an angle there. 5 degrees is all we can do. Let's turn it in as tight as we can. 90 degrees. Adjust that back to a 45 and level it out here. So we're going to want to take up as much of this space as we can, while maintaining something that's a little crazy. We don't want this to just be some normal go-kart track that everyone's seen before, you know? Craziest we can go down is that, which is perfect. We don't want to freak people out too much here. But we do want a decent decline. And a nice straightaway, I think. Let's shorten this up. Go a little bit longer. Let's do like 14. That seems to be the magic number. And so it is. Can we make this shorter and do like a really cool 90-degree here? It goes right out to the edge. Tilt it in a little bit. Nice hairpin there. Off into, I think, we're going to go for a nice little chicane here. And back the other way. Oh, that thing's tilted the whole way. Yeah, we don't want it tilted the whole way. So pop that back. $14 again, probably the magic number here, I'm hoping. No, not quite. Alright, I'm gonna sort this out in just a little speed up bit, so I'll be with you guys in just a moment. Alright, so that is the bare bones of our giant go-kart track. So we've got a huge spiral upwards, and then a giant long straightaway where people can just absolutely floor it. But be careful, there is a turn right at the bottom. It's very, very dangerous. This one, we're probably going to have to get people to sign a waiver for this one, because they're probably going to hit a good 50, 60 miles an hour right here. And then, you know, just a nice hairpin right there at the end. Back over here into like a little bridge section. Down here, obviously through the chicane, through another just roundabout chicane type area. Nice little hill there at the end. And then nice little bump to give you that uneasiness in your stomach when you go over a drop. Just enough to kind of freak you out there at the end. So we need power. So let's go ahead and sort this out now. Let's get facilities, another power generator. We really need better power generation. I would have to say. Let's join that up with the major network. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm not joining major networks. Maybe that's what was happening with this water thing over here. But who's to tell? Power distributor? Yeah. Let's just kind of hide this, like, back under here. There we go. So I think we have to hook up to primary nodes, like this thing. Or maybe it's this. I don't know. We're just gonna start hooking stuff together. So we do have power, everything has power, it's just this thing still doesn't have water, and I don't quite know why. Alright. So I've got the queues going, and we have... Oh, it's finished testing? Has it? Okay, let's get a first-person view of this thing. What other, cinematic, there we go. Okay, so these things kind of just, like, putt along. Oh, dear God. This is not the place to wreck. I'm very curious at the kind of speeds they're going to pick up. And here comes the drop. Alright, give it hell. Floor it. Okay, they're not going too fast. These things are a little... Hold on. Can I not change their speeds? 2 laps, 12 cars. Maybe they're going faster than it seems. Not really getting much on the testing. They're really not booking it as much as I would have hoped they would have been. This guy is just way out here in front. Keep it going. Okay, well, I guess it's not too dangerous then. They seem to love it. They are absolutely loving the go-karts. So, it's not very scary, which is good. Not very nausea-inducing, which is very good. I mean, people seem to like it. I just really, really wish I could change the speed they go at. That would be nice. Yep, really nothing else to do, so I guess let's just see the testing. It said we can go ahead and open it. But I can't see the test results. Okay. Well, that is the first ride of our new area. I don't know what we're going to call this. We'll have to think up a good name. So it's just like all the super exciting, semi-dangerous rides are going to be out this way. Which, speaking... Ooh, I know it's too dirty and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know why they're not getting cleaned. They should be getting cleaned. I have enough people. Maybe we just need more janitors. Let's pop down more janitors, like, everywhere. Because I don't know what's going on. I drew a zone over here, and now everything's a little wonky. But we'll have to figure that out. So this will need decoration, obviously. We're going to get to that in between episodes when I finish up some decor over in that area as well. But we have finally got an awesome go-kart track. So now I think it's time to add the next big boy ride. And this is going to be a brand new coaster. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to figure out a base to start from. Alright, so I'm going to have to add some custom scenery around this later on. But we are going to do a coaster that starts in the sky. So we're going to have a nice staircase leading up to it. Where we can immediately start to climb. Because like we said, we want this thing to be the biggest, craziest thing it can possibly be. So we are going directly up. And then as soon as we get close to here, let's keep an eye down there. We can't turn this, but we can go over this, which we probably will do. So let's just keep this thing going. Just all the way up. Okay, it's automatically stopped us here. Cannot build here. Alright. And now we can start turning back and facing the inevitable doom. And while we're here, let's look for some loop-de-loops, shall we? They'll build up quite a bit of speed there. It should be enough to do this. It's definitely enough to do like a downward spiral like that, for sure. And how about we go back up with it? And then if it'll cooperate, immediately back down. And let's do some... Can we do this to like the... Yeah, like that. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. And screw it, let's add something else. Let's really make people vomit. Take that right back up. Actually, hold on. Let's go back a little bit. I don't know if we have the speed to take stuff back up. Oh, we should. Let's do that, and then drop it. Bring it back to a 45 here, and drop it. This thing is terrifying. I don't know if anybody here would ride this thing. I might. I don't know. Probably. Probably. I really don't see myself not doing this. Can we not just do like a loop-de-loop? This one doesn't have the loop-de-loops. Alright, well let's just go for let's just have a long fall, shall we? Let's have a long fall into something like this. No. No. We really need to get back that direction. So maybe we do just keep it. We need to watch our G's there. So let's go into a 45, into a 22, then into a 0. So this thing is currently booking it. So let's kill off some of that speed there. Drop that back down. Raise it back up. Bank it hard. Bring it around this way. Straighten it back out. And then take it right back up. So we need to be bringing ourselves back that direction. We're definitely not going to have enough to do that. We do have enough to do a couple of these, though. Nice little spiral. Ooh, really nice spiral. Alright, shorten that just a smidge. Just a smidge more. Yeah, dig into the ground just a little bit. Be alright. And let's make this some trim brakes, and of course, trim brakes. Alright, let's give it some power. Oh, no, wait, we gotta... We can't test it yet, huh? I haven't put an entrance. Alright, let's get the entrances done. Alright, so just to get a full scale of this, we are at the front of the park. We're standing at the entrance. Let's get down here on their level. Look at the massive size of that. Do not clip that in any way, shape, or form. But this is what it all leads up to. You walk through all of here, you're like, wow, look at that. Bumper cars, wow, big water slides, wow. Viking land, whoa, what is this? This is a big go-kart track, and then this monstrosity. Oh my god, I can't even, hold on, zoom out. My computer does not like it. So now, the fun part, we get to test this thing. So let's go ahead and press play. I think we're making money. Well, we're making money and slightly losing it. Let's get a cinematic here. The entrances were a pain to figure out, but we got there in the end. Point of interest? My word. I mean, just a massive roller coaster. Can we, is there any way to speed time up? There is. Let's just speed it up a little bit while they climb to the top of this literal mountain. My god. Alright, we're getting there. We're gonna slow it back down. That's a solid, like, 3-4 minute climb there. Alright, so let's get back in the front seat. Yeah, let's get back in the front seat. And prepare for the drop. Now, hopefully, gravity should take us through most of this track. I think that was the only climb we actually have that's powered. Oh, and plenty of time to just look out over the world. Oh my god. Warning if you get motion sick, by the way. Probably a little too late for that. Whoa. Oh yeah, this looks super fun. What? See, and this one's not that bad. There's no, like, upside down bits or anything like that. I didn't see that it couldn't invert. It's a hard stop. Not as long as I thought it would be. Most of the ride is the climb. The coaster is too extreme. Oh, so? What do you mean too extreme? Your ride is too scary. Your ride exceeds G-force limits. Let's see. That's the G-force. Oh, that's the live data. Oh. Oh. Yeah, average speed. Max speed of 136 miles an hour. Can I still keep it? It got no excitement whatsoever. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Dated? What's a dated? No, we're gonna open this thing. I don't care. Somebody's gonna ride it. That's the whole point of this. Alright. I've had to rebuild this thing about 16 times. However, I think we finally have a ride that reaches just about the tippy top of where we're allowed to build. I've managed to trim enough off of everything here. We had way too much G-force, way too much fear. People were absolutely terrified. And to be fair, looking at it, they probably would have just come barreling off the side of most of these turns. They were taking these turns at about 80 miles an hour. In the original, it was probably closer to 100. So we've slowed this way down. Unfortunately, we had to make it more realistic. But apparently people don't want to ride a ride where they might not make it out. And I don't know, everybody's just gotten soft, you know? It's everyone just wants to, like, leave the theme park in the same condition they arrived in and all that stupid stuff. But anyway, this thing is ready to open finally. So let's go ahead and open that thing. It has an amazing prestige already. Let's take a look at some stuff. So the excitement is pretty high. as is the fear. The nausea, surprisingly, is not that high. This one is more just about being that high up. Because, I mean, let's look at this. This is probably, these water slides are what? Probably a good 50 feet, 60 feet. This thing's probably a good 120, I'd say. That's about a 12-story building, right? Or maybe higher? Maybe higher. Probably higher. That's probably a good like 150, 160 feet, maybe more. But let's look at the results. So the average speed's only 21 miles an hour. The max speed is almost 70 miles an hour, which is nuts because you can almost hit that on these as well. But everything else, yeah, the biggest drop, 56 meters. So people didn't like going straight down and hitting crazy speeds, which is a little weird to me because that's exactly what I look for in a roller coaster. But maybe there's ways around that. Maybe you can make like more unrealistic roller coasters at some point. I don't know where I got $860,000 from. Let's take a look here. So people are paying $106 to get in here. The pool pass they're paying $41 for. I think we've made that worth it. And they're not really buying the priority pass, which is, I guess they're getting it for free right now. I don't know. We'll let that continue to be a thing. We don't seem to be hurting for money. I don't know where I got 860 grand from. But oh, teacups, everything is breaking. I have everything being refurbished right now. Everything is wanting to break. Many guests think inner tube flume 1 is too scary. Then don't ride it. If you're too much of a pussy, don't ride it. It's that easy. It's not scary. Can we make that a bank, actually? Oh, no. Never mind. A pool does not have enough lifeguard coverage. Then don't get in it, you know? I'm going to have to make, like, I'm going to have to continue this path. Change all this, probably, and continue that path through there. And connect it back up with here, and that way we'll be able to put lifeguards watching the entire lazy river. Although, oh, okay. Some people are... They're swimming against the current. I don't know if the lazy river's really working, to be honest. But we're not really worried about that right now. You get in the lazy river, whatever happens, happens. Those are the loudest fireworks ever. Is anybody riding this thing yet? Why are we sending up an empty thing? Let's see here. Let's make sure it's 3/4 load, minimum weight, 1, sure. And I think we're good. So people have to make their way out to this end of the park once they start figuring out things about these rides. I think these folks are probably headed that way. But that's going to be it for this episode. We've made a lot of progress on the... I don't know what we're going to call this. We need to continue this path through there. But that's going to be it. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. We're absolutely going to save this because we're going to save it twice. I don't want to lose that coaster. It took a lot of work. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.